Welcome to this session on stress management. Stress, sadly, is part of everyday life. And what stresses me out might not cause any stress for you, might not affect you at all. But one thing is for sure, stress manifests itself in the body, in our bodies and in our minds. So we feel tense, and areas specifically prone to tension are in our face, our eyes, our jaw becomes quite rigid, our shoulders, upper back. So we might also feel tense in our thighs and our legs, feet. So the whole body literally has a certain way of expressing that stress. So today's session, we use some gentle movement, some breathing techniques and some mindfulness or visualization techniques to perhaps help ourselves through some challenging situations, whatever that might be. And it's hopefully quite practical, so you can include it at any point in your lives. So I suggest actually starting in any seated position. So I have a chair here, but I'll come closer to the screen in a moment. So really find any comfortable seated position with the feet firmly on the floor. You can lean back against the chair. So, and as I indicated, our face is actually also quite prone to tension. So if you're sitting on a screen, it doesn't have to be just a computer or laptop, any screen, mobile phones, and any other devices. So our eyes constantly focus on some digital screens. So let's actually start to release our eyes. How do we do it? So if you wear glasses, perhaps I suggest maybe taking off your glasses. So really just squeeze your eyes together and then open them quite quick. So be like a camera, just shooting a photo. Squeeze your eyes and open. Squeeze, open, and squeeze. Your eyes shut and open. Last one, squeeze and release. So you might also already feel that your eyes begin to feel a little bit more moisturized. So using some gentle eye movement. So I invite you to actually keep your head completely still. So it's only your eyes moving. So as we are using, almost imagine a clock face. So 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 and 9 o'clock respectively. So draw your eyes up towards the ceiling, 12 o'clock. Good. And then let them drop down to 6 o'clock and back up. Just your eyes are moving and down and up, down and up. Try to also breathe smoothly as you continue moving eyes up and down. Lovely. One more, up, down. Pause, maybe even blink your eyes open a few times. So we're going sideways, 3 to 9 o'clock. So remember, don't move your head, just your eyes, go left and right. And also slow it down. Observe if you're holding your breath. So only your eyes are moving. And back. Good. One more, left and right. And then release, return your eyes, blink a few rounds. Take a breath in, exhaling. So really utilizing the whole clock face. So we're moving clockwise, starting at 12 o'clock. And then slowly move along those numbers, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and so forth. So really circling your eyes clockwise. So slow it down, don't rush. Good. One more round. And we can also always pause the video or just do a few more rounds. It helps to release the muscles of our eyes. Good. And coming back to center. Go anti-clockwise. Starting at 12. If it causes dizziness or any headaches, please pause or go slower. Come back again. One more circle. And then pause. Again, blink your eyes a few times. So we're doing one more eye movement here. Perhaps before we do it, maybe look at something quite far away. And then bring your eyes back. So imagine that figure of 8 or infinity symbol. So let your eyes circle in that figure of 8. So imaginary figure of 8. So your eyes go forwards, the left and right. So it really helps to relax your eye muscles. Change the direction, go the opposite way. We are creatures of habit. Good. 2 more rounds. And then release. Blink your eyes a few times. Rub your hands together, creating some heat. Good. Rub, rub, rub. And then close your eyes. Gently cup the palms of your hands over your eyes. Your eyes are still closed. Almost drink in the warmth of the palms of your hands. And then slowly blink your eyes open into perhaps the darkness of your palms. And then release them away from your face. Lovely. So from here, moving into some shoulder rolls. So perhaps use those elbows. Lovely. So remember there's held tension in the body. Good. Perhaps use bigger circles. So I'm just getting up, doing it standing. So really arm circles. Perhaps visualize that you're drawing the shoulder blades back towards the spine. So perhaps it feels quite tight, quite tense. So we loosen up those tissues. Remember, so you continue circling. Remember on the computer, round the back. So we want to open the area here. Lovely. Perhaps arm circles. So maybe on a chair. If you want, you can also do it standing up. That's fine. I'll give you options. Perhaps bigger arm circles. Good. 2 more rounds here. Lovely. And then release your arms. Shake them out. So shoulder and tightness in the neck is intricately linked. So begin by tilting your head to one side. So avoid that the shoulder really follows you. So release the shoulder down. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. 2 more breaths. Lovely. Coming back to center. Second side. Gently tilt your head. If there's any neck issues, please do take it very carefully. Do those movements very carefully, or not at all if it aggravates any existing condition. Use the breath, so we don't want to hold the breath. Find a smooth inhale and exhale. And then coming back to center. So I'm just turning sideways. Bring your arms into kind of a 90-degree angle. Elbows quite closely hugged to your shoulder. And then draw the elbows back as you lift your chest. And then release. Reach your arms forward, chin to chest. Inhale, draw the elbows back. Exhale, reach your arms forward, chin to chest. Continue that movement. Inhale, elbows draw back, quite close to the to your rib cage. Exhale, round, reach forward. Good. 2 more here. Squeeze. And release and reach forward. Last one here. Squeeze. And reach forward. Good. Lovely. Bring one hand onto the chair and then reach one arm up and over. And change sides. So reach, lengthen. Exhale, lean to one side. So take a few rounds here. We want to bring mobility into our spine. Create more space between the vertebrae. Take 1 more on each side. And then come back to center. So again, loosening up. Okay. Maybe just a couple of shoulder shrugs. Good. And coming into a seated twist. So perhaps draw the torso to one side. Maybe one hand reaches onto the outside of your thigh. And then release and return. Second side. Good. Release and return. So do a few rounds here. So that's the movement. And then paying more attention to the breath. So every time, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, move into that twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, into twist. Last one here. And back to center. Good. So from here, coming up to standing. When we are stressed, we really want to move our bodies. Again, getting out of our heads back into our body. So from here, again, a lot of tension also is held in our thighs. So kick your heels towards your bottom. So you can hold onto a chair if you need more support, or just hands on your hips. Good. So stretching out. So when we are too stuck in a seated position, we are getting tense. So for perhaps every 30 minutes, if possible, maybe walk around, move. Kick your heels towards your bottom. Good. And then from here, we almost want to discharge that kind of sometimes quite frustrating and stressful energy from our thighs. So you can have your feet a little wider apart, just turning around, so you can use the chair as a support at any point. Bring the bottom back, you're almost in an imaginary chair pose. And then push back up to standing. Reach the arms forward and push back. Good. Few here, squats. Reach forward. Maybe even the arms back, squeezing shoulders back. Good. Inhale, you come into squat. Exhale. Good. 2 more here. Lovely. And then coming back to standing, shaking out your feet, your legs. So gentle calf stretch. You can hold on to the chair, step 1 foot back. So, and you might bend, you might need a wider stance. So we're pressing the back heel into the floor. So if you don't have a chair, you can also use a wall. Sometimes gives you a little bit more of a stretch. So you can use the wall to push through the back of your heel. Good. And then change sides. So we can hold onto the chair, or you might even use a wall. So important here, the back heel is firmly planted into the floor. Ideally breathe in and out through your nose. And then coming back to standing. So we are finishing the practice on our chairs and focusing on just some breathing and perhaps even visualization. So when we are stressed, probably come closer. When we are stressed, we're generally breathing up in our chest. So that's not just when we are stressed, but also anxious, fearful, overwhelmed. So we want to bring the breath into our belly. So I indicated earlier, breathing in through the nose really activates the abdominal breathing muscles. So I invite you to bring one hand onto your chest or heart center, one hand onto your belly. And without doing anything, so just sense which areas of your body are rising and falling. So is there movement in your chest, in your belly? If it feels okay, maybe even close your eyes. So to really tune in, turn inwards. And then perhaps if you had your eyes closed, perhaps open your eyes. So keep holding on to those areas in the body if it feels okay. So as we breathe in, we want to bring an expansion into the front body. So we want to bring a bit of movement into our chest and into our bellies. So like a balloon, we want to inflate a balloon in our torso. Inhaling and exhaling. So the air, so that kind of you're hugging your chest, your belly button back towards the spine. Inhale as you bring that expansion in. So you're breathing into the palms of your hands. Exhaling. continue that pattern in through your nose, into your chest, into the belly. Exhaling. So continue with your breath in through the nose and perhaps out through your nose. So just really connecting to your breath. So from here, just a slightly different variation of that breathing. So instead of breathing out through your nose, I invite you to breathe out through pursed lips, as if you're breathing out through a straw. So I invite you to breathe in through your nose, exhaling out through pursed lips. So really allow the breath to slowly and gradually release out through pursed lips. As you get to the bottom of the exhale, draw the breath in through your nose, into your chest, into your belly, exhaling. So you want to have a very gentle breath, not a forced breath, very gentle, as if you blow a feather away. So really find a comfortable seated position. So find your pattern, find your breath. In through your nose and exhale out through pursed lips. If visualization works for you, as you exhale, perhaps visualize you're breathing out any stresses, any worries, any critical conversations, anything that doesn't serve you. To make space for more joy, positivity, and contentment. So with each exhale, with each long exhale, as we really want to lengthen the exhale, breathe out what feels heavy. And with each inhale, invite joy and positivity into your body, into your mind. So also sense perhaps your own heartbeat, sense being connected to your physical body. Soften your jaw, face, all the muscles in your face. Three more breaths. So when we actually lengthen the exhale, we shift our nervous system out of the stressed fight and flight mode, maybe even freeze and fawn state. When you've finished your breaths, free, kind of more focused, intentional breathing cycles, and release your hands maybe into your lap. Take a moment to pause, to notice. And when you're ready, perhaps open your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose, exhaling. And thank you for joining me for today's session on stress management.